My name is Sarah Woodbury. This is my husband Dan, and we're here today to talk about Caerleon, a Roman fort in South Wales.
So last week we talked about the Roman invasion of Britain, and this week you said you want to talk about Caerleon. So what's special about Caerleon?
Caerleon was the preeminent fort in South Wales, built in 75 AD, and as far as we can tell, continuously occupied till at least 300. It was built to solidify the conquest of Wales. It was large, so 50 acres, surrounded by a stone wall, and housed an entire legion of 5,500 men, plus an equal number of auxiliary soldiers.
So over 10,000 people.
Over 10,000. And just the difference, a legionnaire is someone who's a Roman citizen. Auxiliary force personnel were from the provinces.
Oh.
So lesser.
So you got 10,000 men sitting in this fort. What are they doing?
A good way to think about Isca is like a modern military base. So they were less concerned about being attacked right there and more concerned about creating a home base for the legion after, they would be sent out into Wales or England or Scotland, and they needed a place to return to for training or for healing, or just find the amenities of home, which was one of the things that is cool. If you go to Isca, you can still see. They have the barracks, which is special because they've got a hypocaust underneath. So a hypocaust is the Roman way of pushing warm, forced air, heat, basically under the floorboards.
So heated floors.
Heated floors. Ooh. In the barracks, in the officers' houses, in the latrines even, along with the piped water. Right. So the fort also had baths, which are an important cultural...
So you could get clean.
Well, it's not like you're sitting in a clawfoot tub. These are more like a spa.
Oh.
Right. So the baths have a heated pool, they have a cold water pool, they have a sauna, they have a room for scraping off the sweat after a hard day's work.
So more like a health club.
More like a health club, right. And the baths were so important to the Romans that they built one not only inside the fort, but also in the adjacent village, which grew up. Right. And Isca also has an amphitheater. Standing in the center of the amphitheater, dating to around 85 AD. With all these school children. At one point it was very loud, but maybe something of what it might have been like if you were a gladiator fighting down here. It sat 6,000 people.
Wow.
So it was used for training and speeches, but also for gladiator fights. Right there in South Wales.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
When you describe all of those amenities, it seems like a very accessible place for someone from a modern world.
Right, and that's one of the cool things about Isca is that you can walk where people walked 1,900 years ago. And there's the barracks, and there's the baths, and there's the amphitheater, all quite familiar. It was heated. So on one hand, they had these amenities, but on the other hand, you have to remember that they had gladiator fights to the death, and the purpose of the fort was the conquest of Britain. So Isca really provides a window into a world that on one hand is quite familiar, but on the other is quite foreign and different.
So next week, do you want to talk about another Roman site?
A Roman site, Hadrian's Wall would be my...
Hadrian's Wall it is.
Yeah. If you like this video, click on the playlist or subscribe to my channel. There'll be a new video next week. And if you want to check out my books, click on the link to my webpage.